a lot of innings over the last couple of weeks. Have you felt getting the ball so much?
I mean, personally, physically, I feel fine. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'm glad that they can go to me in tough situations and have confidence in me, which makes me confident in myself. So yeah.
It's kind of turned into the Wilson Weber Media Day, but we heard early in the year for all the new guys that he was walking around with a notepad, getting all your because you know how you guys like to pitch. I'm curious, what was that experience like for you? How'd that conversation go, and what did he kind of take away?
It was nice. I mean, it felt like he just wanted to get to know me better. Obviously, it was a fall, so nobody really knew who I was, at least being a transfer. So it was nice just kind of bouncing off ideas with him, just seeing where his head's at, and making a plan so we have the best chance possible. So.
He's kind of assumed a pretty big leadership role back there. Is there something that he said or at any point in the year that stuck out when you kind of think about him in that role?
Nothing that I can think of off the top of my head, but I mean, when I go up there and he meets me on the mound, I just feel like a sense of calmness, which obviously makes me more calm and gets me ready to go. So.
Has he ever given you the "it's all right, kid"? Is that what you say when you walk up there?
Yeah, he has done that a few times. But yeah, no, it's nice having him back there. Gives me all the confidence in the world. So.
Do you envision, at this point, you're kind of comfortable either starting or coming out of the bullpen? I mean, you've kind of done both.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of joke about it. I've pitched in every single inning there I can. So it's 1 through 9. So
there you go. Have you hit each one?
Huh?
Have you hit each one? You pitched in each?
Yeah. I think I have. But yeah, I mean, last year I was a starter. This year it's nice coming out of the pen, just getting a sense of both roles. So, I mean, I'm comfortable with whatever they need me to do. I just want the opportunity. So.
Have you been built up to start since the start of the year?
Kinda, not as much as the weekend guys, but they built me up like I think 10 pitches less than them since we got back from the winter. So I always kind of thought I was going to be somewhere in that role, but either like midweek or long relief, which kind of happened towards the end there. So yeah, I would say they definitely built me up a little bit, but yeah.
There's obviously a mental aspect to this. Like some guys would rather start, some guys are more comfortable kind of jacking up on adrenaline throughout the day and then coming out of the pen. Like, how do you balance those two roles just from the mental aspect of it?
At the beginning of the year, I was actually worried about that. I was just like, okay, I've never been out of the pen. The few times I have, it just wasn't very good. So I was kind of worried about that. But eventually, you kind of get used to it, and you get used to the adrenaline. And I mean, personally, I'm not really like huge like let's go type of guy. So I want to stay even keeled throughout it all. But yeah, you kind of just get used to it, and it's fun.
So you're not one of those dudes that's like chugging Red Bull down there?
No, definitely not. Not a caffeine guy at all.
Pitch raved about your slider. I'm curious, just kind of the development of that pitch, what you're working with in the arsenal right now, and how you're feeling.
Yeah, that was a new pitch that Doris showed me towards the end of the fall, actually. He just showed me it one day, started throwing it, liked it. It's been progressing really well, so I feel like I have a ton of confidence in it, whether I can throw it outside of the zone for a swing and miss, or throw it in the zone for a strike. So yeah.
Was it just like picking up a pitch like that is a workhorse for you is not a super easy thing to do in a couple months turnaround, I imagine. But was it like an adjustment to a grip of something you had previously, or just what kind of came about with that?
Yeah. So when I came in, I was kind of throwing like the sweeper thing, and it was good. It just didn't really fit the rest of my arsenal. So Doris showed me that one, and I'm just like, all right, let's try it. So ripped it a few times, and yeah, it worked. So I was really happy with it. But I mean, I feel like I've always kind of like been able to do that. And then I mean, sometimes some pitches like changeup is like I've been working on changeup for years, and it's just now getting to it. But yeah, especially for slider and stuff that moves glove side, I feel like I've always been decent at that. So
have some of the veterans prepared you and some of the new guys for what a regional would look like here, and just what to expect and how to use the energy of those? Has there been conversations about that at this point?
Not a ton. I mean, they're definitely hyping it up a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's just a normal game. It's still baseball, so you don't really want to get too overhyped for anything like that, just so you stay calm and get the job done. So I know there's some guys that play better when they're hyped up and amped up like that, but me personally, it's just another game. So yeah.
How would you just evaluate the bullpen as a whole? And it seems like a lot of guys have been used in a lot of different situations. Just how do you evaluate your group as a whole?
I think the bullpen's increasing a lot. Like I think everybody's getting a feel for their pitches a lot more. Everybody's kind of getting a sense of when they're going to be in the game, when they're supposed to get hot. I mean, I feel like that's one of the main struggles. Is just you never know when you're going to go in, and you have to go in right away, so you don't get a ton of time to warm up. So, I mean, that was my biggest struggle at least, and I know that's a few other guys. But I think the bullpen's doing a great job right now.
Still got few more games obviously, but just for your first year here, how would you sort of evaluate what this experience has been thus far?
It's been great. I mean, the guys took me in, even though I was pretty quiet in the fall, trying to just get used to a new place, different state. I mean, it's very similar to Washington, but it's still pretty far from home. So, I mean, they took me in, I mean, just trying to get me involved in all the, team stuff. So, personally, I feel like this year's been great. So.
You go fishing over the weekend?
I'm not a big fisherman.
Okay.
I have before, but I always get bored. I don't have the attention span for that. So, yeah.
You haven't lost your hair yet. Have you been at risk or?
Oh yeah, everybody's at risk. I am definitely at risk for that. But I am holding strong on not buzzing my hair. Do not want to do that. So
Rooting for you. Good
yeah,
luck.
Who put up the biggest fuss when they got theirs buzzed?
Tanner?
Yeah, I took some peer pressure for him. Paul also in Hawaii, he did it in the dugout also. But I would say one of those two probably. Yeah, for
When's
sure.
the last time you had a buzz cut?
Never had a buzz cut. I've always had long hair. I think there was like one time in first grade where I tried it and I'm just like, okay, this isn't it. I'm not doing this ever again. So.
All right. Anything else? Appreciate you, man.
you.
Thanks.